I'm ready, let's go. So my first job out of college, I worked with a bunch of retarded people. I literally actually worked for the Association of Retarded Citizens in upstate New York. So although you might think there's a better way to put it, I just worked with a bunch of retarded people. And I was basically a care person. I was there to take care of their needs. But to put a finer point on it, I actually worked at the Association of Retarded Citizens at a group home for mentally retarded Orthodox Jewish women. What's great about this is you never have to make small talk, ever. When people ask you what you do for a living, you nail them to the ground. But I found myself going from college to being suddenly really deep in service because I was taking care of these people's basic needs. So, to not be crass, I was elbow deep in humanity. There is a reason why it's cute when babies run away in their diapers, and it's less cute when adults run away in their diapers. But I chased them nonetheless, and I also took them out to restaurants, and we went on movie dates. You haven't lived until you've been to a retarded Seder. And I found that what was wonderful is when they get to restaurants, they're no longer Orthodox. They order ham and cheese sandwiches like nobody's business. So only the house was. But I clearly wasn't doing what I wanted to be doing. And you could tell this because I began to act out in small ways. And I acted out against God, as you would in an Orthodox home. I ate cheese off the meat plates, guys. I just did. And I looked up at God and I was like, you know this isn't the job I want. So I was acting out, and I was taking them out, and I was doing everything, and they were wonderful people. I sat once as a woman called a man from another group home for a date and asked him on the phone, so you're gonna pay? And I was like, why can't I ask people that when I'm going to go on dates with them? So it was wonderful in many ways, and yet horrible in others. The Seder, really, it's 15 verses of Dayenu, and it would have been enough. But I kept doing it, and I'm 21 years old, and I pictured a cute job. But there I was in this job that it was me, 21 years old, driving one of those big buses that beeps when you back up to get a bunch of people to a Friendly's so they could order ham and cheese sandwiches. And I realized when I was 17 and I got my first car, I had an 85 Buick Regal, and I had won at a cute Jeep, and I now had a job that was similar. I had the 85 Buick Regal of jobs. And I felt this in my heart, but I never really knew I needed to get out of there until I told a woman what I did. And I said, I work at a group home for mentally retarded citizens. And she said, God bless you. And I said, no, God doesn't bless me because I eat cheese off the meat plates. And I think it's time to leave here. So I did. And that is my story.